Hi there, it's Mel Burgess, and today I'm just going to take a few minutes and show you how to get some material from the internet into your document, and B, how to create a proper works cited. In some of the units, you'll need to keep track of where you got your materials from. Give credit where credit is due. So you can see I've made a business card here. I just started it, and I need to find an image. So one place I recommend to you is Flickr. Flickr is a Yahoo company. They seem proud that they've been bought by Yahoo. Anyways, I'm just going to type croissant and do a quick search for a picture of a croissant. Now, in Flickr, the pictures that come back are under any license. I really do recommend that you change that. Go to something called the Creative Commons. Creative Commons are images, or it can be a whole bunch of different things, but in this case it's images that you're able to use that are copyright free, and as long as you pay it forward and make sure that you mention the person's name who designed the picture. So this one's not a bad one. I'll use this as an example. I'm going to click on it. It should make it sort of larger. If I scroll down, I'll be able to see apparently a cat put this picture up here. The name of the person who put it up is called Benjamin. And if I would like, no, I don't want to follow Benjamin. I'll close that. If I want to download this file, in the bottom right corner, you'll see an arrow pointing down. When you click it, you can choose any size you like. Now, because this is a business card, I don't know if I'm going to need much more than medium, but it's better to err on the side of a bit too big than too small. So I've downloaded it. When you download, I'm using Google Chrome. That's my browser I'm using right here. Downloading Google Chrome, it puts it in the bottom corner, and it gives it a, well, in this case, a crazy file name. If I just click on this, it's just going to open the picture of croissants again. I don't need to open it again. I'm staring at it right in front of me. So I'm going to click the little arrow, and I follow it by going to Show in Folder to see where it went on my computer. Chances are I went into a folder called Downloads and a bunch of other stuff in here. Here it is right here. What I usually do is I change the file name right away so that I remember who took that photo and so on. If I just drag this to the side and I just make sure I got that right. Oh, it's croissant, so I better go back and change that one more time. Downloads, croissants. There we go. Oops. Okay. Now I'm just going to put that somewhere where I'm going to remember it, so maybe I'll drag it over to Documents, and I'll just save it here into my Documents library. It should be here now if I scroll up. Hopefully. Oh, no, I got to chase it. Sorry, I dragged it to Documents, so it's got to be in there somewhere. And there it is. Measurement croissants. So I'm going to leave the web page open because I'm actually going to need the website address in a minute here, but I'm going to go to my publisher document and I'll paste it. Oops. Sorry, that was some text. Get rid of that. I'm going to insert that picture. So I just went to the Insert tab. I click on Pictures. This will pull up the pictures you have saved on your computer. This is different than clicking online pictures, where you'll actually be able to surf in a separate window right without actually leaving Publisher. I can see it in the background, but it uses Bing, and who really wants to use Bing? Only in an emergency. I'm going to go to Documents. There's Benjamin. That's where my file was, and I'm going to click Insert, and it puts it in there. Now you can see the picture. Remember, it's 1,000 pixels wide. I'm wondering if I reset it, will it actually? Yeah, see, this is the actual true size of the photo. It compresses it when it brings it into your picture, so I wanted it really quite big, just to show that you can still manage pictures like this. So actually the picture is nice and clear up here at the top, and it's kind of blurry down here at the bottom. So I'm going to take a minute and just sort of play with this picture. I'm going to crop it. I don't need the whole the whole picture, right? It's really massive. So I drag these little black handles. I drag just one, and that slices off that section of it. And remember, you have to have the part of the picture on the white background. The part that's hanging off the edge will not get printed. It will not become part of the document. It's like a laser will cut it off right here along the edge of the document. So I'm just trying to kind of position this in a place where the top edge is lined up fairly close. I'll crop this one more time. I'm going to drag this right in. I usually drag it too far so I can see the edge of my document. And then I'll drag it sort of up a little bit and move it around. And if I drag it too far, I can always drag it in. I think you can even drag it within the frame that you're creating. So I'm dragging the picture around inside sort of this clear window that I've created. Just to sort of position it where you think it might work best. So I don't know, I'll just try it there and see how that works. And I'm still going to scale if I can, if it'll let me. I'm going to try clicking somewhere else. Cropping this way is kind of finicky, but you get the hang of it as you try. So I just want to create a window that sort of masks my business card in the background. And then I click somewhere else. Now I can't see my text. I had some text there. I'm going to send it backwards, send it backwards. There we go. And I'm going to have to probably play with my text to make it pop out a bit better. It's kind of a bit, this picture is a bit dark in places, so it's going to be hard to read when this is printed. So I could even just try just making the text white. I'll highlight it and make it white just to see. See right away that's helping it to stand out. I could always use word art as well to help it make it stand out even more. Maybe I'll make this text white as well just to make it stand out even better. Okay. I also had a website that I had pulled up. This is actually from the True Grain Bakery. If you haven't been there in Cowichan Bay, you should go. It's excellent. They're located in Cowichan Bay. But I found sort of a quote I was going to kind of take and borrow from their website. Just a little piece of it, but it's not mine, so I'm going to have to give them credit. So I just highlighted it, and then you can right-click and copy if you want. I just use my keyboard and use Control-C, copy, and I have the word taster, so I'm going to Control-V and then paste it in. Of course, it's with black text, so I'm going to have to make it white. There we go, so I copied there. I think I sort of made a little slogan on my document. Okay. Now, I took a picture from Flickr, it wasn't mine, and I took some text, it wasn't mine either. So when you're creating a works cited, probably better to use a word processing program like Microsoft Word or Pages if you're on a Mac, or something that's more set up for this. So I'm just going to open a blank document and type works cited. Enter. Now I need to remember some of those details. If I go back into documents, I've named Regiment Croissance. Now, usually you go last name first. So if it was, I'll show you the format. It's last name first, first initial. So it was like John Smith, and then the name of the file. In this case, it's Croissance. Apologies. It needs to be the year that the document was created. So it was taken, here it is, taken on January 16th, 2011. So you do a little bit of flipping back and forth here. So 2011, croissants. And then if it's from a website, you say retrieve from, and then you need the website address. So prepare yourself. Flickr loves to have basically an entire, they put somebody's entire sort of album, compile it as a link, so which is fine. When you paste it though, you get the references to every image in that album. As soon as you hit spacebar in Word, it actually makes it an active link. And then you put the date. So this today is April the 3rd, 2016. and notice that there's periods that follow just about everything. So because this person didn't have a last name or a first name, it was actually Vegemont. There it is. That's what it would look like. Date, the year they made it, the name of the file. If they didn't have a name for their picture, most pictures on Flickr have a name, but you may have to make one up. If this was your own photo, you'd use your own name. The year you took it, the photo name, you could make one up, and you would put, personal photograph, and then today's date. Okay? Do the same thing for the text. Now, websites can be a little trickier to find. I took it from this page. It's the About page of True Green. So it says Our Story at the top. So I could use the title About or True Green. I was looking for a name, and sometimes if you scroll right to the bottom of the page, it'll give you a name. This just says Copyright True Grain Bread Limited 2016. So it has a date on it, and that's all I could find. Sometimes you can go to go to About or Contact Us, and you may find a name, but even the name that I found on this was just Couch and Bay was Baker at truegrain.ca, so it doesn't have any name associated with it other than that. So do your best. If it says at the bottom of the website that it's copyright True Grain Bread, it doesn't have a name associated with it, then that's what you have to put. So True Grain Limited. This was their About page, and it says Our Story on the top, so maybe I'll just include that as well. And I retrieved from, and I need to copy that website address and paste it. So then I hit spacebar, it becomes an active link, and it's still a preferred. There we go. The other thing about a works cited is that only the first line should be up against the left margin. And this is your left margin marker here, the sort of hourglass shape, which is actually made of 3 parts. So the down-facing arrow, which I believe is called there you go, it's the first line indent. The second part is a hanging indent, and then the bottom controls the entire left indent. So all the text you can see lined up against it. If I highlight, actually I should highlight the whole thing. If I highlight the whole document, the whole page, and I drag this over, you'll see it all go and sort of follow. That's what's controlling your text against the margin. But if I drag the top chunk back, you'll notice that only the first line moves. That's how you create what's called a hanging indent. Works cited needs to have that included as part of the formatting. And I'm just getting rid of some empty space here. And if you need more space, just press enter. And there you have it. Alright, so again, the proper format for a works cited is the name of the person, the editor, the photographer, whatever it may be, the year that the image or text was written, the name of the photo or text, whatever it may be, or web page, and then you're going to follow it by retrieved. If this is coming from the internet, most likely it is, from www.whatever.ca, and then the date you copied it. And notice I'm putting in the punctuation, how it should be, period at the end, period after almost everything, with only quotation marks on the name of the photo. And that's it. There's a simplistic way to do your works cited. This has been Mel Burgess. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Thanks for watching.